Greetings, fellow time travelers. Welcome back to the Prologue world for episode 79. It's going to be a very special episode today. I have some very personal matters to discuss. Namely, that I'm having second thoughts again about the merit of continuing to do this. And by the time that this video gets released, I mean, perhaps things will change, because because there is such a big time delay. I'm responding to videos that I released 2 months ago now. By the time that I'm recording this 2 months ahead now, which is there is the time dilation effect. If you guys aren't new to this, you will know that I record these videos way ahead of time, and I kind of really like that. I do that because I like to not emphasize, what's the word, not exacerbate. Gosh, I don't remember the right word. To the concept of time travel, the time traveling theme. I'm kind of trying to go along with that, I guess. I forget the right word. So the gameplay wise, I'm going to be filling in the wall finally, and then putting up some fence. I might be able to make some significant progress today on the cow farm. We're nearing completion, getting close to actually reaching completion on the cow farm, which is very exciting to me. I really need to put fence up. That's right, I was meaning to put fence up along here. But yeah, the video that I recently released, back in, at the time I'm recording it, I'm recording this on March 9th. It's March 9th right now that I'm recording this. And the video I recently released was the 200-day world tour for the Prologue world, for this world. And it was really not well received. I mean, so far at least. Maybe it will change. Maybe that will change. But I kind of doubt it, because more than 100. I mean, it got plenty of views, but nobody seemed to like it. Only one person left, added it to their playlist of liked videos, as I like to put it. And the two people, I got. Can you believe that there are people that dislike my videos? Two people left me dislikes on that video. So for the first time ever, more people disliked a video that I made than the people that liked it. Which is, and these are very small numbers. It's really hard to actually draw any conclusions from that because it's such a small. Such a small number. We're talking about 2 dislikes and 1 like, but still, I would expect there to be more people that enjoyed it from among the over 100 people now that watched it. So it's really hard for me to make the case that no, it's just a matter of it just hasn't reached enough people yet. No, I think it must have really not lived up to people's expectations of at least the expectations of people that enjoy watching world tours. Perhaps these were people that clicked on it because they were interested in watching a world tour video, and this was the first video that they've seen of my channel, and they were kind of disappointed because it was really lame and really boring, really tedious. It was basically like almost an hour-long tour of just the house itself. And my video quality really sucks. It just dawned on me how bad the video quality is. For some reason, I kind of, because I watched my own videos a little bit just to test, to make sure that it's what I expect. Because I know that I'm recording in 720 DPI or whatever. Because that's my monitor kind of sucks. I mean, my monitor is like, it's not even it's like an old TV monitor. It's not even a computer monitor. So it's like the resolution on it is actually it's like one of those rare, like 1366 by 768 resolutions or something like that. It's not even a it's not even like a 720, a proper 720 resolution monitor. So it looks kind of grainy to me even when I'm recording, just because I can't. YouTube doesn't have you can't release videos that are in 768 DPI or whatever or something, and nobody would watch those in that resolution because nobody uses monitors like these. What am I doing? I need to start actually filling in the wall. It's time. It is finally time to fill in the wall. At last. It was a very, very long... It took a very long time to get to this moment. Here I am finally doing this. And I can't even reach the top. Okay, well in that case, I guess I need to make a little... I need to actually get up here. There we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this layer by layer. I'm gonna fill it in from one side to the other all the way. So yeah, I'm kind of getting second thoughts about whether or not it's really worth it to continue doing these. I mean, most of my, that was kind of the first time that happened, that I really felt like a video was so bad that it actually got really bad reception. Like that was just that made me feel like perhaps I'm doing something so bad that I really shouldn't be doing it. And the thing is, it might have been the woke mob, because the previous video I was talking about pronouns and talking about how the Minecraft Misfit video, but that one didn't seem to have triggered the woke mob. That one kind of I didn't feel like that fared poorly. I thought that one just didn't really get much traction, and nobody left a dislike on it. So I thought that it was basically all right. It wasn't that video wasn't really a big deal. I mean, perhaps they were like really sneaky and like decided to dislike other videos instead of that one just to really mess with my head or something. I don't think so. I don't think that that's the case. I don't think it was the woke mob. I think this was new people that were trying to watch, that were tuning in because they were interested in an actual world tour video, like an interesting 200-day world tour video, and they just aren't familiar with how bad how poorly made my content is. And this isn't something, this is just not something that they're into at all. I mean, I imagine that nobody's really into it. I think that people that do like this kind of content, I think they kind of see it as they're like bad video tourists. Bad, like they like it because it's bad, because it's so poorly made, because it's so amateurish. And I like perhaps there is like an authentic vibe to that is appealing to the people. That's what I imagine. I actually have a really hard time rationalizing what I'm doing to begin with. I have second thoughts about it all the time, about whether or not this is actually because as much as I enjoy making these videos, I don't like it's I feel like I shouldn't be doing it if people don't actually like watching it. If not less than 1% of the people that watch these, and the algorithm's been doing a remarkable job actually promoting these. I mean, it's surprising to me that I have been reaching, the reach is actually, I would say, fairly appropriate for how bad these videos are. I mean, it's been it's been a fairly good amount of reach. I think. I mean, 100 more. I've been getting more than 100 views fairly consistently on these videos. But when only like less than 1% of the people that watched it left it a like, that I think that is kind of a sign. I really should think of that. That's going to make me think that I'm doing something wrong. That it's really not. That something's not right here. There's a reason why people didn't like this. People didn't like it, and perhaps it's because the video quality is bad, because it is really grainy. Like I need to. The funny thing is, I already have a fancier monitor. I got myself a new monitor, and it's just sitting in a box because I decided I'm going to wait until I actually move out to a different apartment to actually get this monitor going. And I decided I'm going to just stick with my old, really terrible TV monitor, and that kind of restricts my ability to record these in higher resolution. But I kind of didn't think that this was a big deal. I was kind of thinking that, you know what, it's okay that these videos are grainy and not very. The video quality sucks. The audio quality was also bad at the time. It took me a very long time, like 15 episodes, like 16. I think I released 16 videos before I realized that it's actually not good to keep my mic. To be talking directly into the mic, the kind of mic that I have, like it basically, like my mic was basically just clipping the entire time for like 16 videos straight. My voice was way too loud and was clipping, and that made the audio quality also really bad. So even the people that were enjoying, that initially subscribed because they found the audio, they found it a soothing experience just to listen to the commentary, even those people probably weren't really enjoying it anymore because the audio quality was so bad. So perhaps that changed since then, and perhaps now like after that video, since then, perhaps I'm going to be getting a little bit better. They're going to be a better reception since then, because I have adapted to that since. I have realized what was going on since then, and have moved my mic a little bit further out. So I think the audio should be fairly decent now. But yeah, I'm still kind of feeling discouraged as of now, today. I mean, and this might change. Perhaps the last few videos that I made, perhaps they will be very well received, and I'm going to feel differently about this tomorrow, and I'll just continue doing this with no problem, and feel like that, everything's all right. This is fine. It's okay to make terrible Minecraft videos on YouTube. It's not that bad. I mean, I feel bad about it when I see dislikes, when I see a bunch of dislikes, and when I see like less than 1% of people actually enjoying it. That makes me feel like this is just not a good idea, and that I really shouldn't be. It just occurred to me, by the way, that there isn't a torch over here. I just noticed that from having watched the 200-day world tour video. I generally do not watch my own videos. I mean, I watch them right before I release them. I watch them before I release them, but I just to avoid watching them twice after I recorded. And then I don't watch my these videos on YouTube. I watch them off YouTube just because I don't like to feel like, I try to avoid messing with the algorithm. I feel like I'm not even sure if that's the case. If it's the case that I'm trying to maintain as organic as I'm trying to keep this as organic as I can. So like I try to avoid doing anything to like to what's the word? At a loss for words today. To manipulate the algorithm. So so I thought that maybe like if I was to watch my own videos, that would improve my view duration, my view duration average or something like that. And I'm trying to avoid that. I never give myself likes on my videos, things like that. I basically just try to avoid manipulating the algorithm. And I ask everyone I know personally. I ask people that I know personally to not be trying to leave me likes on my videos just to be supportive. I ask people not to do that unless they actually genuinely like this kind of content, because there are people that had offered that to me, offered to people that just know me personally, that had offered to leave me likes on my videos just to help me with the algorithm. And I asked them not to do that because I don't like to feel like I'm manipulating the algorithm. The likes that I do receive are organic. They are people that, as far as I know, unless there's somebody that I know personally that despite what I asked them to do is still doing it anyways, and still leaving me likes on my videos anyways, just to be kind, because they really want to be they really feel like they want to support me like that. Perhaps. Okay, now it's time for torches. I need to put torches up along the top. Are these... I kind of feel like these are a little bit far down, because I'm worried that, like, if I put a torch up here, is that gonna look right? Is that gonna look okay? I think it might look okay once I actually put more of them up. You know, make go along the entire wall. But I'm also kind of thinking that perhaps they should be like one block higher. Well, no, because I do want some light. I want more light, like over here. I want the light to reach further down. So no, I think that's actually going to be fairly good. That's going to be all right. So yeah, I think it's fairly organic. They're just, that video was just not well received because people thought it was a bad video. People that watched it thought it was a bad video, and my subscribers apparently also, like, none of my subscribers watch. I mean, the subscribers, the people that are subscribed, don't really watch this stuff. People subscribe. What happens is that people see one video that they like, and then they subscribe. They leave a like on that video, and then they subscribe, and then that's the last time I ever. And then they don't come back, or they come back for like one more time, and then they get discouraged. And then, but they don't unsubscribe. Most people that subscribe, even if they don't actually follow through, even if they don't actually continue to like what I do, even if, like, they got, at first they liked one video, but then that was it. Then their interest, then they lost their interest immediately after that. That's generally what happens. That's why the subscriber count, I feel like it's kind of a deceptive number, because that's not, these people don't actually I still do not know as of now if I have any recurrent viewers. And that's, I mean, that's just YouTube in general, but for me in particular, I mean, I make particularly crappy content. This is extremely low effort, crappy content, and I know that. I'm aware of that. I'm painfully aware of that. But I've been under the impression that it's worth it to do this anyways. Because it's like, you know, is it really wrong? It's not morally wrong to do this, but maybe it is. You know, maybe if people watch this and they're kind of disappointed with what they see, and they didn't like it, like they thought it was so bad that they left a dislike on the video, then perhaps it is morally bad. Perhaps it's wrong to make videos that are this bad. You know. All right, and then over here, I always was planning on doing a little cow stage. So actually this is irrelevant because this is going to just get covered up here. I just need to figure out how big the stage is going to need to be. I want it to be smaller than the opening, than the window opening. So it needs to be actually... Oh man, but then it's going to be... If I do that, it's going to be kind of right in line with the bridge. So it needs to be bigger than the bridge. Never mind, it's going to need to be a little bit bigger. It needs to go out to here. And it can't go out to here because then it's going to be right in line with this edge. So I kind of want it to be, I think it's going to look just right if it's in line with this pillar. I think this is going to be all right. Yeah, the cow stage. I wanted to make a little stage where the cow's going to come up, and I want to put a painting up here. A nice big painting for the cows to look at, and that way there's going to be something interesting to look at from the inside, looking out in this direction. Look to, you know, when you're looking out in this direction. All right, I need more dirt. I need more dirt. So, yeah, so I've been feeling kind of discouraged by that, by the poor reception of that video. That was the only video that I really felt that way about. That was just the reception was so bad, and perhaps that will change as it gains more views, perhaps. But I'm kind of under the impression that that's not going to happen, because typically what happens is people see that it got poor reception, that wasn't well received, and only has one like. And people see that, people click on it and see that, and then they just nope out of it right away because they see that other people, nobody else liked it, so it must not be any good then. So the first few likes, I feel like really, I think people like videos that other people like, essentially. So like it goes a long way to when I do, the first few likes that I receive on these videos go a really long way, particularly long way, because they signal to other viewers that other people found it to be a good video, and that keeps them watching, that keeps them tuned in. Whereas if they see that, okay, well, it's less than 1% of the people that watch this stuff thought it was a good video, and then they just nope out of it right away. So it does go along. I think that's a much bigger factor than any algorithmic, than the extent that the algorithm, that it actually counts, than the because people talk about how when people ask for likes on YouTube, they say that helps them out with the algorithm. I don't think that it helps you out with the algorithm nearly as much as it helps you with helps you make a good impression on people that are tuning in. That's probably the much bigger factor there. I kind of want another couple of torches, or do I? Or actually, is that actually sufficient? Maybe that's actually enough. Maybe I don't actually want any more torches. Yeah, this is probably fine. That's probably all I need. We'll see. I'll see. I'll look at how dark it gets right here. Like it kind of. I think having a torch in the middle there is going to be a little obstructive. But yeah, let's go ahead and put a painting up here. Let's put dirt around. Well, I think it only can be up to 4 blocks wide, or 5 blocks wide. I'm actually not sure, but I want it to be, framed by these torches. So we'll see what maybe it's a 3 by. I'm not sure if 3 by 5 paintings exist. We'll see. If they don't, then it's just going to be a 3 by 3 painting, because I don't want a 3 by 4 painting. That's going to be it's not going to be centered. Everything's got to be centered in this world. All right, let's see how that turns out. So yeah, I guess the point of this video, I just wanted to be transparent about how I feel about how this is going. I mean, perhaps by the time I release this video, it's the reception is going to have improved. Perhaps I felt pretty good about the last couple of videos that I made. The Liminal World Tour. I thought that was. I hope that's going to be somewhat of a hit. I think that I would expect that one will be well received. And the video about respect that I just made, in my last video, I kind of have high expectations of that one. I think that one should go over well. I thought that I felt pretty good about the commentary I made there. I thought I did a fairly decent job with that. So we'll see how, I'm not saying that I'm gonna quit after this video, but I would really like to see, like, the next video that I release. I really hope to, get more than 1 like on it. I guess the point of this video is that it does matter to me. It does go a long way for me. I'm looking for paintings. Where are my paintings? Am I completely out of paintings? I guess I'm completely out of paintings. I thought I had more. Well, that's no problem. Paintings are easy to make. I just need to pick up some wool out of the wool chest. Let's go ahead and sleep up here real quick. And I guess I'll end the episode there. I'll put up the painting up. We'll see what kind of painting we'll get. That's going to be interesting. It's always exciting to see what the world grants you with these paintings, because I go with the first roll. I try to avoid re-rolling my paintings to stay true to the and the train is passing by. I try to stay true to the spirit, the Minecraft spirit. I try to allow the Minecraft spirit to I guess signal to me. I feel like this is the paintings, the generation, the natural generation of things is like the supernatural. I like the supernatural liminal animism. Okay, the liminal animism effect of allowing the algorithm, the spirit of Minecraft, to choose things for you instead of re-rolling things and trying to be picky with the painting. Does that make sense? All right, let's see what we get. What the heck is that? Well, this is a 3 by 4 painting, so that's not gonna do it, because I want it to be a bigger painting. Maybe it's going to be all right if it goes all the way up to the top, to the stairs. Okay, this is not me re-rolling it. This is me changing the. I'm changing the painting, the dimensions, because I want to get the dimensions right. Let's see if it does a 4x4 painting if I do this. No, it's a 3x4 painting. Are there no 4x4 paintings? Perhaps. Oh well, I can do a three. Oh, that's a 3x4 painting. No, that's a 4x4. I guess there's no 5x5 paintings. Are the 4x4 paintings as big as they get? I guess it doesn't get. This is 5 blocks, isn't it? I think so. I think that's as big as it gets. So there's no. It doesn't do 5 block wide paintings, I guess. What if I take this block away? Will this do a 5 block painting? No, that's as big as it gets. 4x4 paintings is as big as it gets. Well, in that case, it's going to need to be 3x3 because I want it to be centered. Okay, there we go. All right, this is going to be it. This is the final roll. I wasn't re-rolling. I was just testing out the dimensions. Here we go. This is going to be the painting that the cows will be looking at. What the heck? No, that's not right. Oh, maybe can it be a 3x4 painting? Let's try to make a 3x4 painting happen. How does this work? Why does it not? Is it not like filling in the There we go. That's what I had in mind. There we go. That's a keeper. Yeah, well, it just wasn't filling in the entire space for some reason. I'm not sure why. I thought it would just do that automatically. And there it is, guys. That's the painting. What is that? It's like a little tunnel on the left. I'm not sure what this is. Does it look like? Does it look some? Is that a horse or something? I don't know. I can't tell. I can't call it. Let's see. I can go inside and see what it looks like from the inside. This was the point of this was to have something to look at from the inside, and I would expect the cows are gonna walk up onto the stage to look at it. I also wanted to count how many blocks I have over here because I wanted to figure out what the dimensions are gonna be for the farm. I want to make a farm out here, like a wheat farm. So we're getting very close to actually completing the cow farm. Finally, it took a very long time to actually. I mean, I built the entire house here because that would need to be incorporated in the cow farm because I kind of wanted to see what the final product would look like. You know. Yeah. Let's see. I feel like the wall. It's a bit bland. It does look kind of bland. But I think that's basically okay. I don't think it's too bland. I think that's basically all right. I can put more paintings up on the wall, I guess. Maybe that's what I should do. Just line it with paintings. But there's only so many paintings. Perhaps I should. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I'll think about that. Okay, let me. If I just count. I just want to end this by counting the blocks out here to see how, because I'm going to need to keep this in mind when designing, because I need to design that portion of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, that's more than I expected. This row is going to be sugarcane. There's going to be a row of sugarcane, and then I'm going to skip multiples, and then there's going to be only 18 in between. So 18 minus 9, that's still not, what, 9? Yeah, that's 9, which is an odd number. So we would be skipping like 5 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is going to be the edge of the farm. And then, yeah, I think that's actually going to work out just right. And that's gonna be fine. It's gonna look lovely. And then and then I need more fence to figure out how far this fence line is gonna go. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna continue recording, and let me just see if I can do that today as well. Get that done. Get that out of the way. 5. So yeah, if you're still watching this, I would really appreciate any kind of feedback on this. I know this video was not as special as perhaps my last one. This wasn't really a very interesting topic, I guess. I don't really need the interface for this. But I would really appreciate it if you guys let me know if you're long-term viewers, or if you're new viewers and you're still with me here. Please let me know if you didn't like it, if you thought this was just way too dull for you. Let me know that. I would really appreciate any kind of feedback, because what happens is people that dislike your videos, they just dislike and move on, or they just they don't even go that far. They just nope out of it, and then you don't see them anymore, and then they don't come back, and which is if people don't like that video, I mean, that makes sense. That's about what I would expect from a person that doesn't like the video. That's entirely fair. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh man, do I want to go out one more? No, this is it. This is as far as I would want to go out. That's where the corner of this is going to go. Yeah, this is right. This is what I had in mind. And then yeah, it's just gonna continue out. Am I out of torches? I am out of torches. So yeah, I would really appreciate some feedback, some encouragement. If you guys think that this is that you do enjoy this. It's bad, but it's that you like the authenticity, you like how organic it is, you like unedited long play footage. I would really appreciate that kind of feedback, even if it's low resolution. Is there a charm to that? I always imagine that yes, that there is a charm to this kind of footage. I would really enjoy watching this kind of content, but I don't see it. Nobody else does it, probably because it fares so poorly. But I don't expect to ever make money from this. This for me, this isn't really about trying to maximize my view count or my subscriber count. It's more about authentic self-expression and seeing who catches on, seeing if there's anybody that would be interested in joining me in this and leaving me comments. But so far that kind of fell through. That hasn't really happened, and perhaps it never will. Perhaps it's really so dull and so uninteresting, and the low resolution is just so off-putting to people that nobody really likes this stuff. Perhaps that is the case, and perhaps it's morally wrong to do this kind of stuff. I'm seriously thinking that perhaps maybe I really should not be doing this, because it's an ethical problem. It's a bit of an ethical dilemma, because if people think it's so bad that they want to dislike it, they would dislike the video, then I kind of feel bad that they ever clicked on it, that the algorithm ever suggested it to them. In that case, I do feel kind of bad. It's getting under my skin, guys. Maybe if it was the woke mob, I wouldn't feel so bad about it. But I don't think it was the woke mob. I think it was just organic dislikes of people that didn't like didn't really like what they saw. That thought that this is pretty bad. They thought that it wasn't really worth their viewership. I'm thinking I'm gonna want a tree over here to have a button here, because this is gonna be my primary entrance and exit point. So I'm gonna want a tree over here. I don't have a sapling on me though. Let me get a sapling and I'll get that tree going, and then I'm gonna end the episode. It's time to end the episode. It's been long enough. My tree, my chop, there's my wood. So that it would be great to get some kind of feedback from anybody that does enjoy this kind of stuff, or if nobody will respond to this, or if I get negative responses, if people are like, you know what, dude, this is just terrible. Stop it. You're just polluting the internet with bad content. This is bad. You shouldn't be doing it. I mean, the thing is, I know that there's people that just release footage of their gameplay as if there's nothing wrong with that. Who don't really get any kind of traction, because that's not the point for them. They're just trying to use YouTube as a place where they can store. What am I doing? I need more sticks. Do I have more sticks? I do not have more sticks. Why do I need more sticks? Because I'm out of shovels. That's what I'm doing. These people make gaming videos just as a means to as like a backup, just to keep, because they're just trying to keep footage of their gameplay for the record, for the memories, and with commentary or without commentary. I mean, I am actually trying to reach an audience and trying to form a little bit of a community. But if I don't think that's necessarily ethically bad. People make content that doesn't even try to do that, and that's not considered bad. And heck, that's probably the majority of content out there on YouTube, of just of people making completely unedited footage of gameplay that they don't really expect to reach an audience. They're just doing it for themselves to kind of keep a record of their gameplay. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, YouTube, that's one of the things that YouTube allows you to do for free, and it's great in that regard, right? Yeah, this is fine. This is good. This is a good. I do think this is a good idea to try to have the tree over here. I'm going to need a couple more blocks, and then the slabs going around it. This is what I like to do. I like to have trees going on now. I like to put trees up in places where I'm gonna want where I'm gonna have buttons. I'm gonna have a button here. I think I have so many birch buttons that I kind of want a birchwood button there. The reason I'm not having a button here is because I'm anticipating a row of sugarcane along this wall, and then over here there's going to be a farm, 9x9 farm, and so I counted 4 blocks away from here. So there's going to be, wow, so there's going to be like a line of what's it, planks, oak planks going along here, going around, and then it's going to curve around here. 3, 4. So let's just mark the spot 3, 4, like right here. So over here, oh nope, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. One more right here. This is where the planks. Well, it's gonna need to be slabs, won't it? Well, no, it's not gonna need to be slabs because I'm gonna have one slab in the middle. Well, heck, if I'm doing this, I don't actually need the slab in the middle. I could just have water going all the way around the farm. Well, no, because I'm going to want a light. I'm going to want a slab here anyways, because I'm going to want a torch here in the middle of the farm and have a light. 2, 3, 4. So like right here, there's going to be water here and a slab on top of it. I don't have a water source anywhere, so I don't really want to. Yeah, I kind of want to also build a water source. Well, yes, I do. I have water source blocks around the small farm. That's right. Okay, well, I'm getting carried away here, building this stuff. Yeah, all right. One more thing, guys. One more thing. I'm sorry, and then that's it. And then I'm gonna end the episode, and then that's gonna be it. One more thing. One more slab. One more. Let's get that water back in my bucket because I don't want to be walking around with an empty water bucket. But yeah, I know there's water source blocks around here. Where was it? Yeah, over here. There we go. Oops. All right, that's it, guys. That is the outro music. Next episode, we're gonna complete the cow farm. This is gonna reach completion, full completion. I'm gonna finish the wheat farm, put more fence. I'm gonna need more fence posts. Yeah, I'll go ahead and use a birch button there on that tree trunk. So I'm gonna complete there's going to be a wheat farm around here, a sugarcane farm around here, and I'm going to block the cows off from the wheat farm with some fence going over across here, and then I'm finally going to bring in the cows, and then they're going to be over here checking out this painting, and I might put more paintings up here just to liven this thing up, to make the wall look a little more interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna think about that. I'm not sure. Well, probably. The more I think about that now, the more I do I'm kind of warming up to that idea. Do I want a 3 block tall, 3 fence tall light over here? I think I do. I think so. And that's gonna look good. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. All right. Okay, that's it, guys. Oh yeah, the button. Let's put the button up here. I kind of want another one on this side too. Yeah, I want another one on this side too. Psych! Still not the end of the episode. One more button, and then that's it. I promise. And that's over after that. I'm really, as you guys know, I'm terrible at ending episodes because this keeps happening. I keep coming up with like one more thing that I gotta do because I don't want to have to remember that until the next episode. All right, that's it. And I'll install the gates later. I'll go around and do all of the gates later on. Okay, guys. Well, I hope that you guys found this episode bearable and if not enjoyable, mildly entertaining. Was it mildly entertaining to hear me? Was it interesting for you guys to hear me out on this? To hear my thoughts, my reflection on feeling kind of discouraged by the lackluster, reception. 2, 3. Oh no! Oh no! It was still 1 block. Aw, man, I think it was 1 block short on this side now. I think that's okay though. Like, yeah, it's just gonna be. This doesn't have to be like a perfect corner over here. That's all right. Yeah, I'm thinking that perhaps I should shift this. Well, if I shift this over, I think that it's going to run too close into the wall. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're right, that's already 5 blocks along here. So it's four dirt blocks there. So I really should. It would be better to have 4 dirt blocks on this side. Yeah, this is right. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking the right thing. This needs to actually be to shift over a little bit this direction, and then darn it, so I'm gonna need to move. Crap. I'm gonna need to move that. So this needs to be, this needs to be over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it looks, this corner looks more centered. But then this is not in the right spot now. This is going to need to actually be right here. There we go. Let's do that. Dirt block there. There we go. A little bit of reshuffling at the end of the episode. So yeah, this episode has, I mean, this is what I'm talking about. This is not, this is not high production value, very low production value kind of content. I'm not trying to make entertaining. I'm not trying to be entertaining. I'm trying to just record my experience of playing Minecraft. And it's not meant to be, it's not meant to draw a large audience. I would be happy with an audience of 2 people. That's all I ever wished for. Like 2 people that were interested enough in this to kind of follow along with what I'm doing. Oh man, I forgot to put the torch up. And perhaps it's so bad that even my very low expectation, that nobody's ever even going to sign up for that. Maybe if I improve the resolution and I actually get my bigger monitor going, maybe that will help. Let me know if you find that to be, if that's a big factor for you. If you guys do think that if I increase the resolution just by going up 1 tier, if you feel like that would make a big difference for you, if you would like this, if you would find this a lot more enjoyable if this was higher resolution, if this was like 1080. Because if I do get comments about that, I think I am actually going to go ahead and do that, even though I was kind of holding off on that. I think that I'm willing to compromise on that and try recording this in higher resolution and see how that fares. I'm going to need even more backup storage, but that's not a problem. I'll get myself some more, external hard drives. I can do that. So yeah, all feedback is tremendously appreciated. Let me know how you feel about this channel. If you think that this is ethically wrong, please just, if you think that this is bad content, that if you watch this entire way and you thought this was terrible and you don't want to see any more of this, and you want to let me know that you thought this was terrible, I would really appreciate that. That's much, much better. That's much more useful to me. Well, there's some pillagers. I'll engage with them in the next episode. It's going to be an exciting way to start in the next episode. So that's much more useful for me to actually get negative feedback in comments as opposed to dislikes. Because dislikes, I don't even know what you didn't like about that. I'm left to assume that it's just people who don't like me personally, who didn't like me and like some of the things I said intellectually perhaps, that are just trying to grief my channel. Or I don't know, maybe people dislike videos to signal to the algorithm not to promote this kind of content to them, not to show more of that content to them. Or I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the reasons behind why people leave dislikes on videos like this. It would be good to know. I don't think it was the woke mob. I think if it was the woke mob, I would actually feel like that's all right. I wouldn't mind that. So anyways, let me know if you guys don't like this, if you're still watching. I mean, if people who don't like this wouldn't still be watching it. But if you have suspicions, if you have ideas, if you are still watching this and you do want to support me and you have theories about why people don't like this kind of stuff, I would really appreciate some feedbacks. I would really appreciate you letting me know what if you have suspicions about why that might be happening. I would really appreciate hearing from you. All right. And on that note, that's it. I'm going to call it an end here, call it a day here. Thank you guys for watching if you're still with me. Thanks for bearing with. If you guys are long-term viewers, you are the best. If you guys are watching, if you've seen more than like 2 or 3 episodes of this stuff and you're still watching this and you're coming back to this, you guys are the best. You guys are my prime target audience. I'm not sure if there's anybody like that, to be frank. Even though we're on episode 79, I'm still not sure if there's anybody like that. But if you are like that, it would be really nice to hear from you. All right, because I might stop doing this if I don't see anybody chiming in and letting me know that they actually do enjoy this and do appreciate it. I might stop doing this, and perhaps I should. I'm going to have to seriously think about that and seriously reconsider what I'm doing here. But all right, that's it. I've said everything I wanted to say and more. Thanks again, guys, and I hope to see you next time. I hope I'm going to continue making this stuff and making more of these videos. I guess this might be the end. I guess if I might, decide that I don't want to keep doing this, and this might be the last that you'll hear from me. But if I get any kind of positive feedback on this, you'll see more of this. I will. So it's basically, I'm leaving it up to you guys. Let me know. Even if I don't get any feedback, I'm probably still going to keep doing this because I do really like doing this anyways. But I'm not sure. Right now, I'm really not sure if there's going to be more to this or not. In any case, I do really appreciate your viewership if you're still watching this, even if you don't like this. I don't know. All right. That's it, guys. Shadilay, my fellows. Shadilay.